Hello, I'm Tony McNeile, Minister to the National Unitarian Fellowship. The National Unitarian Fellowship is for Unitarians and others who may or may not be online, or who may or may not be associated with one of the Unitarian congregations in the United Kingdom. We welcome all who are curious about the spiritual dimension in life. This is our meditation for May this year, 2020. How can I express those feelings of joy when the sun is shining on the month of May? The sun is at last warm. I feel its heat on my body. Everywhere I see the leaves are opening in bright new green, and the flowers are offering multitudes of colours. The lambs are alive in the fields. There's a sense of tranquil contentment beneath every gentle movement. On such days I could throw my arms wide open and shout those feelings of joy at the sky. But sometimes I ask, how can I express the opposite feelings of sadness when life feels derailed? How can I express a feeling of hurt deep inside my heart? Because life is not always sunshine. Life has a cruel side. People know how to sting. Life knows how to sting. There have been times when I could wrap my arms around myself and cry bitter tears into a darkness. These emotions are alive within me, sometimes of joy, sometimes pain. I don't think I'm really any different to anyone else. Emotions form a life force within the core of our being. They might be hidden behind the mask we call ourselves, but they are there nonetheless. There might be times when they are internally overruled to prevent us appearing vulnerable, but they will never go away. There might be times when we just let them out. Emotions make us who we are. Sometimes we seem to need a reference point in our lives to share these emotions with. A reference point beyond ourselves, beyond human interaction. We need to feel that we are sharing our inner feelings with something positive, and they're not slipping away into the emptiness of space. Unacknowledged. We need to feel an answering emotion that understands, an answering echo that understands both joy and sadness, an answering emotion that is essentially personal. Since the beginning of time, there has been a sense there is something spiritual out there, beyond our normal everyday experience. Something greater that can connect to us and respond to our emotions. Sometimes sharing joy, sometimes sharing sadness, and sometimes leaving a yearning to connect. There have been and still are writers who say that emotional connection creates the kind of harmony in relationship that is similar to music, when 2 or 3 different notes played together produce a perfect sound, joyful or sad, which is always melodic. When our minds and emotions are disturbed, it is best to focus on that harmony of emotions, to find the still moment when the connection feels strongest. They say the troubles and anxieties of the world create energies that vibrate within us to make discordant sounds. They melt away with the peaceful connection. In such a peaceful connection, they say, love arises. Love with all its many meanings. Love for another person. Love for all people. Love for animal. Love for the goodness we see in others. Love for what we see around us in the sunshine of emerging summer. Love for the world. I hesitate to give a name to this moment of connection. Use any name or word that gives you its meaning. So as May, with all its blossoms and lambs and leaves, burst into the world to herald a new summer, let us respond. If you are feeling joyful, then rejoice in that joy. If you are feeling low, then open the heart to those emotions within and reach to the emotions that are beyond. May you feel comfort, and may love emerge and bring you into the peaceful now of life. As we travel through the month, we do not know where this lockdown of 2020 is going to lead us. Maybe nowhere. But stay strong. Stay spiritually strong. We at the National Unitarian Fellowship wish you patience and peace if you are isolating. If you have to go out to work in the world and care for others, may the world protect you and keep you from harm. And thank you for your time.